As this year counts down and the hockey world gears up to welcome a brand new year, hockey fans can't help but look forward to one thing and one thing only in the coming year: the Four Nations face-off. But the question on everyone's mind is simple: can anyone dethrone Team Canada? Why Team Canada? Well, although the fans from the Four Nations and across the globe at large are brimming with excitement, the truth is when it comes to international tournaments, Canada is more often than not the team to beat. So, when NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman announced the formation of a new tournament at the 2024 NHL All-Star Game, it's no surprise it got the NHL excited. After all, this will be the first best-on-best men's hockey competition since 2018. The Four Nations Face-Off is an iconic international hockey tournament showcasing elite talent from Canada, the United States, Finland, and Sweden. Known for its fierce competition and high stakes, the event has become a premier stage for hockey. First held in 1996, it started as the Three Nations Cup before Sweden joined in 2000, solidifying its reputation as a global hockey showdown. Canada and the US dominate the rivalry, but Finland and Sweden consistently push boundaries, ensuring thrilling matchups. The tournament not only crowns champions, but also shapes the future of hockey, uniting fans in their love for the game. This year's Four Nations Face-Off won't be as much of a battle between four teams as most fans are expecting. Instead, it's going to be more of a contender trying to dethrone the kings of hockey, Team Canada. Armed with a star-studded roster, years of championship pedigree, and a deep hockey culture, Team Canada will enter the competition with one goal, and that's to prove to the world once again why they are the giants of the sport. But while Team Canada's 2024 roster is nothing short of exceptional, especially since it's stacked with generational talents like Connor McDavid, Nathan MacKinnon, and Sidney Crosby, Canada has made it a must to field a lineup that can dominate every aspect of the game, from offense to defense, and even special teams. Their roster reminds the world of the Canada '86 Olympic roster, where they had Wayne Gretzky and Mario Lemieux on the same team. To begin with, their forward stars are a nightmare for any opposing defense, starting with their undeniable headliner, Connor McDavid. Widely regarded as the best player in the world, McDavid is a force of nature. His blazing speed, unmatched vision, and offensive creativity make him nearly impossible to contain. Pair him with Nathan MacKinnon, who brings power, precision, and an uncanny ability to thrive under pressure, and you've got a 1-2 punch capable of breaking through even the most well-organized defenses. Add in the legendary Sidney Crosby, one of the smartest and most experienced players in the game, and you have a leadership trifecta that combines skill, experience, and a championship mindset. Although Crosby might be in the twilight of his career, it's his ability to elevate his line mates and shine in high-pressure moments that makes him unparalleled. Surround these superstars with dynamic playmakers like Mitch Marner, Braden Point, and Sam Reinhart, and you're looking at a forward group that can decimate teams and never lose a step. While Canada's offense grabs the headlines, their defense is equally up to the task. Of course, leading the charge is a familiar face in Cale Makar, who's arguably the best defenseman in the world today. His elite skating, puck-moving ability, and offensive instincts make him a guaranteed game changer from the blue line. And to pair up with him is Devin Toews, his Colorado Avalanche teammate, and you know their chemistry is going to be a huge asset for Team Canada. Rounding out the defensive positions are players like Alex Pietrangelo, Shea Theodore, and Josh Morrissey. These players bring a perfect blend of offensive capability and defensive reliability, ensuring Canada can control the pace of play and neutralize opposing stars. But if there's one area where Team Canada might not shine as brightly, it's in goal. With Aiden Hill, Jordan Binnington, and Sam Montembeault as their options, the goaltending unit lacks the same star power as the skaters. However, Hill's recent Stanley Cup success and Binnington's championship pedigree gives Canada reasons to believe they can hold the fort when it matters most. While Canada undoubtedly boasts the strongest roster in the tournament, the Americans aren't far behind. Remember the part about contenders? Well, Team USA is the closest contender to stop Canada's dominance. They field a lineup with enough firepower, defensive depth, and goaltending prowess to give the Canadians a serious run for their money. For the first time in over a decade, the USA's talent pool has never been deeper, and they're entering this competition with a chip on their shoulder and something to prove. Led by Austin Matthews, the American forward group is packed with offensive threats. Matthews' lethal shot and ability to dominate in the offensive zone make him one of the top players in the world. Supporting him are dynamic playmakers like Jack Hughes and Dylan Larkin, who bring speed and creativity to the table. Then there's Kyle Connor, whose scoring touch and consistency make him a critical piece of the USA's top 6. Throw in the likes of Chris Crater, Jake Gwensel, and Trevor Zegras, and you have a forward group capable of troubling any defense, including Team Canada. However, while the USA forwards are undeniably talented, they lack the same level of proven playoff experience as Canada's top stars. If there's one area where Team USA might have the edge over Canada, it's on the blue line. With Quinn Hughes leading the charge, the Americans boast a defense that's mobile, skilled, and built for the fast pace of the modern game. Hughes' playmaking ability and puck-moving skills are complemented by players like Adam Fox and Charlie McAvoy, who bring a mix of offensive brilliance and defensive reliability. Jake Sanderson and Jacob Slavin round out the group with their steady, mistake-free play, giving the Americans a blue line that's arguably the best in the tournament. But as good as they are, can they handle the relentless pressure that Canada's forwards are sure to apply? The answer to that is no. After all, we've all seen what the forward trio of Team Canada can do, and it's obvious there's not one defensive pairing in the world that can keep them out. Another area where Team USA may have a significant advantage over Team Canada is between the pipes. With Connor Hellebuyck, Jake Oettinger, and Jeremy Swayman as their goaltenders, the Americans have 3 legitimate starting options. Hellebuyck's consistency, Oettinger's playoff heroics, and Swayman's rising star power make this trio the strongest goaltending unit in the tournament. For Canada, facing such elite netminding could be the biggest hurdle they'll need to overcome, but as we've seen before, even the best goaltenders will struggle when dealing with Canada's relentless offensive onslaught. What ultimately sets Canada apart is their wealth of championship experience. Players like Crosby, Pietrangelo, and Marchand have been there before, winning Stanley Cups and Olympic gold medals, and even most recently winners of 2016 World Cup of Hockey. It might have been 8 years ago, but it's important to remember that it was the last best on best international tournament, so they know what it takes to win on the biggest stages, and that knowledge will be invaluable in a high-stakes tournament like this. While Team USA has its share of rising stars and established veterans, they lack the same level of proven winners. The Americans are undoubtedly talented, but when the pressure ramps up in elimination games, experience often makes the difference. Canada's ability to stay composed in critical moments gives them that edge. But while Canada is the clear favorite and the USA are their closest contenders, we can't ignore the other contenders. Sweden's roster features a balanced mix of veterans and young stars, including Erik Karlsson and William Nylander, while Finland boasts a strong goaltending duo and a reputation for punching above their weight in international tournaments. Both teams have the potential to pull off an upset, but the gap in depth and star power makes Canada the safer bet. After all, when it comes to international hockey, it's hard to bet against Canada. The combination of McDavid, Crosby, and Makar alone is enough to give them an edge, but it's the depth across the roster that truly sets them apart. From their versatile forward group to their dynamic blue line, Canada has built a team that's designed to win. While Team USA will undoubtedly push them to the limit, the Canadians' experience, leadership, and star power will prove to be too much for their rivals. The Americans have the talent, but they're still chasing the championship pedigree that defines Team Canada, but that's my opinion. So, who do you think has the better roster, Canada or the US? Can the Americans finally topple the hockey giants, or will Canada once again prove why they're the kings of the ice? Or will Sweden or Finland achieve a historic upset? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more hockey showdowns.